Bulma from Dragonball Z. It says, Adventure Bulma Adventure begins. SH Fig Arts. Hey everybody, I'm Stu Carter from Atamaii TV. Stand by for a Japanese toy preview. Yeah, I'm back from the Tokyo Toy Fair in Tokyo, and you know, it's a great time. A lot of stuff going on. They give you these cool press badges you got to wear. You're supposed to put these on your shirt and stuff. I can't do it, but you put them on here. They give you this big fat catalog. They give you this big catalog with all the companies in it. You get flyers. Here's a flyer for Beyblade X. I saw lots of stuff. I saw the new Transformers 1 toys. Transformers 1, a new CGI movie, I believe, coming out next month. Dragonball Daima, the 5th anime series for Dragon Ball by famed Akira Toriyama, starting next month. And updates for Beyblade X and lots of other stuff. And I'll be pumping out those videos. My last video is already up on Dragon Ball Daima, and I'll be pumping out a lot more. Next month, I'm heading to Hong Kong, to the Hong Kong Toy Fair. But today, I'm going to show you my toy loot. It's not here, it's over here. I'm going to show you my toy loot that I brought back from Japan. I always try to buy a bunch of stuff, and you know, because Japan's great for toys. Let's have a quick look. Now, the first thing, maybe not really a toy, but it's a toy for Stu. It's a toy for me. A new lens, an additional lens for my camera. This is a 50 millimeter prime lens, means it's fixed. It doesn't zoom. The one I've got on the camera now, my Sony A7S III, is a 40 to 70 zoom lens. I'm not zooming it now, but right now it's zoomed at 70. And usually not quite as sharp. These are sharper, the prime lenses. Not really just for toy shooting. I didn't buy this. Is good for modeling shots. Maybe I'll try it here. Let's try it right here in the studio, see how it looks. Yeah, so this is the 50 millimeter now from Sigma. And I had to pull the camera in some to get the same view, right? And I spent like $700 on this lens, and you think it's Stu, that's a lot of money. I tell you what, I saved money because with this camera, Sony A7S III, I could have spent as much as $2,000 on a Sony lens. Yeah, this is a good lens, Sigma, it's a good lens, but there is an issue. I'll just show you right now. It's got an issue, I can tell right now. Let me see. I got this controller on my phone, it's nice. Let me see if I can change the focus. Changing it to here. All right, we should see focus breathing as I change between myself and the back wall there. And then let me walk forward, and maybe it's more pronounced if I go like this. I'm out of focus. No, I'm in focus. Was there focus breathing? The focus breathing is like when it changes. It kind of feels like, it looks like it's zooming, but it's not zooming. It's called focus breathing. See, changing between myself real close and the back wall. Yeah, I can see it. Focus breathing. See, if I'd spent $2,000, maybe it wouldn't do that. Huh? All right, well, that's what you get. It's gonna be a nice lens for portraits and things. Let's look at the real toys, okay? Come on. Right, so when I go to Tokyo, I always go to Akihabara, where tons of toys are sold. And one of the best stores, the flagship store for Tamashi Nations, Bandai. And they've got a big store and kind of a museum, a display of new stuff. I picked this up from Sandland, the tank from Sandland, which was the Akira Toriyama anime. It was a manga, they made an anime, and I showed it last year at Toy Fair. I showed you the preview of the toys. They put some toys out, but apparently the show got canceled. But they did this tank, and the tank is super cool. So I said, I want this. I want this too. You know, I want this. And so I got it. You know, it's small. It's got little tiny figures. You can open up the hatches, and it looks like you can see some details inside. So I picked that up. And also at Tamashi Nations, these guys confuse me. Bulma from Dragon Ball Z, it says, Adventure Bulma Adventure begins. SH Fig Arts. But this always confuses me, the way they keep branding. They got Bandai Namco on this, and it's a reissue, they're saying. So this was something you saw before, I'm sure. Well, Dragon Ball Z's been out forever, right? Bulma's so healthy, and 2 extra faces, and they've got this little detector here, and they're selling this, I think, next year. And I saw a demo of this at Tamashi Nation, so like a full size one. So I'm gonna have to pre-order that. Let's look at some more. This from Kotobukiya, which is another flagship store for that company. Kotobukiya makes models, also anime figures, and a lot of interesting stuff. I saw this on the shelf. I saw a video. It's something. I don't know. See, here's some demos. Here's the video I captured. And I said, is that an animated GIF? It's got to be more than that. So I spent a lot of money on this. And we're going to open this up. It's a little bit of a sexy figure, yes. And I guess I'm a sucker for these anime girls. And we're going to see if this is for real, if it's just a ripoff. Yeah. One of my favorite stores to go to in Akihabara is Yodobashi Camera. They've got several stores all around Japan. And they're not just a camera store. They've got a lot of toys, a ton of toys and hobby stuff like model trains and diorama stuff, Gundam, all the Tamashi Nations Bandai things and the Marvel stuff. And they got this. It's in the hobby category. It's an LED. It's a LED Hangar Base. Reminds me of this one that I had from before, which I also got from them a couple years ago. Yeah, it's like a spaceship. Looks like a spaceship interior wall, right? And I was going to use it. I did use it to pose some of my figures. Yeah. And but I always thought, well, I need some lights in here, some red lights or whatever to light up. And then I saw this, and this has got lights. And here's a little bit of a 3D look at what it's looking like with the lights. So yeah, that's going to be a cool little addition. And I like to pretend that I'm going to do dioramas. I need to get busy on that. Also from Yodobashi Camera, I looked at these, and now I looked at it more, I realized it says UV light. It's an LED light, and it says it's UV, which means that it's like a black light. It'll show up if you got that black light paint. I don't know if I got anything that's black light reactive, but I've got one open here. What's different, I have some other spotlights, mini spotlights, but what's different is the ones I've got before are, and there's a mysterious USB plug, very mysterious, which I'll have to translate. Would that focus? Come on, focus for me. Yeah. This is a mysterious looking USB plug, very complicated looking thing. Anyway, I have USB lights, but they're battery powered, and this one is a USB powered. So here, let me put one together real quick here, and we'll just try it out on forearms here. I've got this. Here's the light. And it's got a little plug. This like a model train kind of light plug, right? And then here's a controller, so you can control 3, which I would like 4, but 3 is nice too. I just plug it in, and then I plug it into this thing, and here's the on-off switch and the USB thing, and I've got a USB, what do you call it, power bank, right? And there's a light. All right, let's try it with, it looks blue, so that works as a blue light, and I guess you're supposed to use black light paint or something, or reactive in the action figure. Let's turn the lights off here and see how it looks. Just hang on. There we go. That looks pretty cool right there. That's kind of reactive. And I'm forearms. Yeah, all right, 2 would be nice. I've got 2, so we'll try 2 later. And also from Yodobashi Camera, these are molds for rocks. You put the moldy stuff, like one popular one is called Mod Podge, or you could just plaster of Paris and fill this in here and pop out rocks, and then you paint them in the kind of colors that you want. And I know what you're saying. I know you're thinking, Stu, if you want rocks, why don't you just go down to the river or the mountain and buy some or take them for free. And you know what? You've got a point. I can't argue with that. Also, while I'm here, I got some tactical kind of hazard warning kind of stripes for my, spaceship corridors. Yeah. And then from a department store called Aeon, which you might have an Aeon if you're in California or other parts of Asia, you might find an Aeon. I've got a bunch of these. It's like 100 yen store, like a dollar store. Everything's like 100 yen. And so I got a bunch of diorama little things. I bought some last year and I got a bunch more now. And so here's some little cinder blocks, right? Huh? Are these about right for Vilgax did they make Vilgax look too small or is it about right? I can break the blocks. I can break these. I can throw these. All right, we'll try it, yeah. And I've got some other, hang on. I got those. I've got this thing, which is like a pipe, a chimney, I know what you're thinking. And here's like a door. Japanese have these sliding doors in their old-timey houses, and that's a door panel. So I can make it like a little Japanese Japanese house diorama. This is a table. These are all they were 100 yen, which that's less than $1 actually. Yeah. And here's some stage scaffolding. That's like if you got your rock and roll stage. Yeah. And so I could attach my lights, my LED lights to this, and it would look like a show. And then here's a little trash can. It even has the foot pedal. Yeah. That's cute, huh? And I got 2 of them. And I got a bigger can for something. It's like a water can. Oh, you bring your fish home in this. Yeah. The Japanese like the fish. And then I found these big cinder blocks. These are actually heavy. They're actually kind of heavy. And I'm thinking, why did I bring these in the airplane? Now Vilgax looks kind of puny. I think these are even too big for the Hulk. Let's get the Hulk. Here, let me adjust. Adjust Hulk. Adjust Hulk. Adjust Hulk. Okay, Hulk. Hulk puny now. Hulk puny human size. I throw because I'm angry because I'm puny. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm playing with toys when I should be talking. Here's a mirror for dolls because, girls like to look at themselves in the mirror as much as possible. And so here's a mirror for your doll to look at herself. And this is the kind of, it's called riprap. I think you call it riprap. It's like to protect the banks of rivers and the ocean, from typhoons and from bad things. And I should have a lot more of these if I'm going to use them in a diorama. And you put these up. They're concrete, right? They're made out of concrete. Here's a computer, a desktop computer. Does anybody use a desktop computer anymore? I do because I have a high-speed editor for video, but I think most people are using laptops and tablets, and I'm not doing that. Here's a fake TV for your toys to look at, because if they're bored, and another scaffold thing, which I already showed you. A shoji, which is did I say shoji? Tatami mat. Tatami mat is made out of rice straw, the dry part of rice, not the grain, but the stalk. And these are used in houses, in homes, as your floor. It's very warm. It's in the summer, it's kind of cooling. And it's very durable, but expensive. But it's a very Japanese thing to have these. I just got this one little one. Usually they're like rectangular, not square like this. And more of these panels. This is called a soji door panel. It's rice paper, very lightweight. It mostly is for privacy screen. And see, you put some of these up and now you got a backdrop, right? Yeah. And more cinder blocks. Here's some Japanese trash disposal, right? You put your cans in the round things, and then you put your newspapers in the other, and you put your burnables in the other. Get with it. Get with the program, huh? And a water dipper thing, and a little bench. I don't know if these are. One thing though, if you say, well, they're too small for my action figures or too big, you can make them to scale. Sort of, they don't have to really sit on the bench. They can the action figure can kind of be in front of it or behind it, kind of thing. See, like it looks more. I don't know. Does it look more to scale this way? See, that's one of the tricks you can do when you are posing stuff. See, and now you don't notice a difference if he's right next to it. But he's kind of in scale for this. But I don't think he's going to sit very well. Maybe he can kind of sit. Yeah, there. Okay. Yeah, Turtle chilling out on the bench waiting for the bus to come. Or the train. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And from Yodobashi Camera, or outside at least in their Gashapon machines, I've got some Beyblade X Gashapon, which... Yeah, there's a launcher inside. They're branded Beyblade X. They're official from Takara, and we'll see how long these last fighting against full-size Beyblades. Maybe I'll have to do 3 of these against one full-size guy, huh? Yeah, all right. Okay, well, that's it for today, but you gotta want to hit the subscribe button on this side, and because I got a bunch of toy show videos coming up, and I'll be trying to review all the stuff and some other things I haven't reviewed yet. And until next time, have a great day.